of them are in senior school.
So walienda wakaamua kuwasha moto.
The 9 are grade Form 3 students.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But grade 10, it's now, senior school is now grade 10, Form 3 and Form 4. Yeah.
Hey, anyway.
Yeah.
Why indirect contributions now count as matrimonial property? So court has ruled that a woman who used a salary to meet household expenses was entitled to part of matrimonial assets.
Yes, sir.
Nilinunua boga, nikanunua tokens, nikalipa msichana wa kazi. All that. Sisi tunaishi pamoja, si you are comfortable. Hii nyumba tunapaswa katikati. Half. Gari, side ya driver ni yako, passenger ni yangu.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah? Things keep on changing every day. Now, court, don't wait past 3 years to sue employer. Employees who believe they have been unfairly dismissed or unlawfully treated at work should move to court within 3 years of the disputed action. A recent ruling by the Employment and Labour Relations Court has shown now the court dismissed an application by a former employee of Nyayo T-Zones Development Corporation who sought permission to file an unfair termination suit outside the statutory deadline, ruling that judges have no power to extend time once the limitation period has expired. So lazima upige uende kotini within 3 years.
Within 3 years of the said abuse.
Oh,
okay.
Yes. So Ruto now owns up to allowing US Ebola patients into Kenya. Now, American officials defend Ebola facility. Now, US officials says the protocol on who is going to use the facility and when they are coming in are ongoing discussions. So seemingly, it looks like we have two sides from the US. There are those who say, bring them home. There are those who say, wacha wakae huko, wakipona, watakuja home. Now, 5.3 billion shillings gap threatens teachers' insurance cover. That is in page 6. And in page 7 is all about ODM. Orange Party turns to South Africa's ANC for nomination lessons. ODM is 20 years old.
Yes, it is.
And in the 20 years, they've had nominations every other time.
Yes.
So today they're going to ANC to learn about nominations. So what exactly have they been doing in those 20 years?
How about we ask?
Yes.
Which ANC?
Oh, it's South Africa.
Okay.
South African ANC.
So all this time they've been telling us that the 20 years that they've been in operation, they've been doing...
Shoddy nominations.
All right.
I'm not saying...
No, I'm asking.
I'm just asking.
If you're going to learn about it now, because usually you learn something you don't know.
To improve on what it is you have.
Oh,
so
okay. Okay, maybe it's improvement. Okay, that's okay.
Okay. How Sifuna wave is rattling old guard in Western Kenya. So declaring support for the Nairobi senator is gaining currency at public gatherings in funerals. Mimi Sifuna. Now, Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale says the Luyas are no longer fools and they shall not be taken for granted.
Isikut.
Yes,
it's very good.
Now, rising oceans follows the coastlines of some farming communities living near the ocean have been forced to move elsewhere in recent years after salt water invaded their land. It's not only a story at the coast, Baringo, Lake Nakuru, as well swallowing our residential areas. What are we doing about it? Are we just watching?
Yeah. Why Somali vote shaping as game changer in Ruto 27 two-term bid?
Okay.
Can't run away from that vote. The president has employed multi-pronged tactic to woo the region. And he was there and shed a tear and said that his successor must live in Wajir. Did you hear that? I heard my own thing.
He must live in Wajir.
Because he has built a state lodge there.
You know what? Anyway.
Okay.
Story for another day.
All right.
But that state lodge was good.
Yeah. So no, I hear. A U.S. House team opposes Ebola quarantine project.
Okay.
Are you surprised? It seems that even some people in the U.S. are thinking straight. And they're saying, stop it. Excuse me. Can't happen. So let's see how that's going to play out, because now then you have your people who are having a conversation and they're saying, okay, actually, no, we are not sanctioning what the president and his secretary of state are doing. And we're actually saying from the House, House, akin to Parliament, then they're saying, excuse me, we are here. We actually make the law in this country. And we're saying that this is not a good idea. So they're putting it out there. This is going to be fun. Do you know what I think is going to happen at the end of the day? That Kenyans are going to sit back and watch this drama unfurl. Like House
stops the president.
Congress looking at DJT and saying, excuse me,
what are you doing?
What are you doing, man? That's what it looks like right now.
But I think for me, lesson learned here is nobody is immune from natural calamities. It would have been a different discussion if everybody sat on the table and said, this is a global problem. We need to find a solution.
Right. But then again,
solution is in Kenya.
Solution is in Kenya for now. Let's see, because like I said, it's going to be an interesting couple of days to see what goes. But the court is very clear about the position that it has taken. You will not override the sovereignty of a nation through its courts. You won't then be able to do that. The court, again, is to rule on the Utumishi 9 probe team's time appeal. So they're looking for 30 days. Let's see what the court has to say about that. What magistrate will say. Shame of using... Now, this headline. The shame of using pieces of mattress as sanitary towels. I'm going to read that again. And you're going to put it against the promise that was made. In fact, the people who were in that women's league, Gloria Rwoba, who was saying that, these are one of the things that pains me that we were not able to do. The provision of sanitary towels in this country. And now you hear that there's a shame where girls use pieces of mattress. Let's not even talk about the hygiene. Let's not even talk about all of the risks that just lie in that one process. And they're using these as sanitary towels in Kenya, not on Mars. Kenya, okay? So when you talk about promises vis-a-vis the reality, this is what we're talking about. For many girls, using a sanitary pad is a routine part of life. But for 13-year-old Somoy Abdullahi, not her real name, from Marsabit County, it remains a luxury she can only dream of. Unable to afford sanitary towels, Somoy cuts pieces from an old blanket and uses them during her monthly period. While the makeshift solution helps contain the flow, it does very little to ease her anxiety. Every month, she lives in fear of staining her school uniform. She says, when I'm on my period during school days, I stay at home. I don't want to embarrass myself. Reality check.
So take 7 days every month of school day. Then do your math. And tell me how many school days she's missing. And how then you as a government, as a people, are relieving as per the constitution of providing affordable basic education for every Kenyan child.
It was one of your pillars, you promised.
Yes.
Yeah, and this one we call it G. We call it on this because they said that they were going to actually do this and that was going to be... This is one of the things that you say when you promise that. Look at what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe 7 in some cases, 4 to 5 days in a month, and you multiply that by 11. 60 days. 55 to 60 days out of school because of something that can be sorted out with, guess what? 200 to 300 shillings times 10. 3,000 bob. Okay. Do the math. It's actually doable, especially when you're using 8 million shillings to fly in helicopters. I'm just saying that perhaps there's something that you can do.
17 billion shillings for Chairman Das. You can do something.
And flying around. Perhaps you can buy sanitary towels for the girls in the country that are not able to afford them and keep them in school. Maybe. No? May? Okay. I'm just saying. It's very possible. The headline on the Business Daily today talks about a new formula dims hope of June diesel price cuts. Yikes. We're closer and closer to the 14th of June. Does that mean that we will see lower prices, or is it a dream?
In your dreams.
Oi, we're still dreaming. One thing we're not dreaming about, for absolute sure, is that it's 7 o'clock.